If your brakes aren't working, it can be a really bad day. My Jeep was making a grinding noise coming from the passenger wheel area, and it was also pulling hard to the right under braking. There are a lot of things this could be, primarily braking, suspension, steering, and other assorted problems. But it was obviously something moving when the vehicle was moving, which led me to look at the brakes. Since it was pulling to one side, it made me think that the caliper was hung up. So I decided to jack up the Jeep, give the tires a spin. Of course, the problem's fixed now, but if you have a hung caliper, you're going to hear noise and it may not spin at all. The rubber brake lines that come standard with your Jeep have a tendency to break down over time, and as the inner liner breaks down, it can trap brake fluid in the caliper, not allowing it to escape and disengage the brakes. This is not a sponsored video, and I paid for these brake lines with my own hard-earned money. I decided to go with Rusty's Off-Road stainless steel braided lines in their trademark orange. These are based on the Crown stainless steel lines. These are 4 inches longer than the stock brake lines, so if your Jeep is lifted, this will help accommodate that. There will be a link in the description on where to pick up a set of your own. The only thing missing on these brake lines are these little black clips that the ABS sensor cables snap into, but you can figure out where your lines need to attach and just use zip ties. Just make sure that you test this at full droop to make sure nothing gets pulled whenever you're articulating. It's important to inspect your brakes, but brake line failure may not be outwardly visible, and your first sign may be a caliper hang-up. Stainless steel lines do not expand as much as the rubber lines, so arguably may give you a little bit more pressure in braking. This is not a difficult job. It can be done on the ground like I did it, although a lift, just like lots of other jobs, would make this a lot easier. So if you're going to do this yourself, just be sure that you know what you're doing. And if you have any questions at all, defer to a professional who absolutely can stand behind their work. The brackets make this routing OEM, so it's pretty easy to figure out where these brake lines go. I like these larger zip ties, and any place you can see here where there's a smaller zip tie in place, I did come back and replace these with the bigger ones. These brake lines come with new copper crush washers, which are obviously single use, although you will be reusing your OEM banjo bolts at the brake caliper. Of course, if you're having to replace your brake lines, it would probably be wise to flush your braking system as well. Regardless of what you decide to do with your brake fluid, you will need to bleed the system before operation. I kind of like the orange color on the brake lines. Of course, after a little bit of mud, it doesn't matter anyway because you can barely see them. Believe it or not, I actually cleaned up these brake lines for this video. They were gray before I decided to clean them. Not that it matters. Again, this job is not exactly difficult, although it is important to get it right. So if you experience a similar problem with your Jeep, hopefully this video can save you a little bit of time in diagnosing it. Braided stainless brake lines are more expensive than rubber ones, although the peace of mind, I think, is worth it. Oh, and don't forget to inspect your rotors and brake pads just to make sure there hasn't been some long-term wear going on. If you ran into a similar problem and threw parts at it, let me know what you replaced before you finally decided that it was brake line time.